we're sitting here. I just got, see, this is what happens when you go to a store. Someone just drops off 500 cards that they want to trade in without a list or anything. So that's what we do. I drink Fanta. I'm bored. We make spiders for fun. Chloe and Buttons are here. There's Brucey. And Kevin, what's up? You want to do a video? You going to show what you got in today? Or is that for the other channel?
What? You're actually doing like an actual YouTube one?
Why won't we do you? Yeah, we can do whatever.
Okay. What am I doing? Oh, we're filling up our... So this is what I like to show with bundles. These Crimson Vow. Ooh, I don't want to say I can get them because the distributor is insanely low on these. So I don't want to say we can get these or not. But instead of opening booster boxes, this is just a better way to fill our dispensers.
Yeah.
By the way, dispensers, all you dads out there, this is a good idea. Christmas is coming up. Good way to get your kids to do chores. Buy one of these dispensers. Throw Pokemon packs or whatever in them. And
how much are they? Like 70 bucks?
Problem is shipping. Shipping's like insanely
They're
expensive to get.
huge.
But yeah, it depends on what type you want. Sometimes Ultra Pro, when theirs are in stock, they're a little bit
cheaper. Do we
cheaper.
have more? Because by the end of next year, this whole thing will be filled up again, Kevin.
I know, every time I'm like, okay, we're good for a while.
I guess we can get some Doctor Who. We got a spot for it because we won't ever have those again.
Oh, I need to finalize Doctor Who today too.
Oh my
but yeah,
gosh.
so again, they just fit right in like that, and then we fill up. So these are set boosters that we're out of, so you just fill right up.
Unless anybody wants to donate a laser etch or laser cutter,
to do those
and do some wooden ones, they'd be super cool.
We didn't have so many of these. I would say let's do it. But
I know. I know what you mean. The only issue with these is some of the draft packs might leave a few extra. That's the only issue. I don't know why they built them that way, but
see, if you get a gift, if you get a gift bundle, you get 2 collectors. The only thing difference is the dice and the collector. The promo, they're still too lazy to even change the promo.
I know.
It's the exact same one from the rest, so it's just another SKU that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
you get a collector's
what's
booster.
funny about that is also this. They're sealed and they're already curled. I know, we opened up the confetti card, the glittery ones, and Kevin's like,
curled.
why are you bending the card? I'm like, I'm not, it's curled.
It was curled right out of the pack, which
oh well. So what else did we get in today?
We got that paint rack you haven't set up yet.
Got a paint rack. Oh, how are you guys? So what can we do for you?
So I guess we're still live. Got customers. Sometimes they get all weird if they're on the YouTube. So I'll take it back in here and you guys can get more from your gaming. So finally got our paint rack in with from Army Painter. We'll have to show this when this is all hooked up and see what it looks like. We do sell lots of paints here, of course. It's kind of crazy how we started this. This store was just pure magic. We started with just a couple booster boxes on our shelf. And really just tried to run events. Like I said, it's not. I don't advise people to do what we did to start a store because we really just wanted a place to play. And there was a comment that made me chuckle in the comment section about how, they're very worried that's when I made the comment that I don't even care if the store makes money. I just want a place to play. Well, again, my whole goal was not to actually make money off the store. As long as this store can actually pay its own overhead, and I can make money elsewhere through, doing what I'm doing now on the YouTube, on kind of the Patreon, and on selling things there, and that can be the big bulk of the income. I'm okay with the store just maintaining its own overhead. And to be fair too, to do those other operations, I do need a brick and mortar to be able to get the distributor pricing that I do get to offer other people. So there is that kind of caveat to the business operation. That makes sense for the store. So again, that's why we have this super low overhead above a dog parlor. And you can see I'm gonna start cracking these overpriced product for Pokemon, the calendar that we had to get clear in August for December. Ugh. Pokemon pre-order dates are so insane. Yu-Gi-Oh is even worse, and some of these other ones you have to order like way far advance to be able to get the product. So yeah, that is kind of what we're up to today. It's always a work in progress, always looking for little upgrades. I mean, the transition to the store has been insanely slow. If you go back to some of our videos on like especially the Gone Rogers. Gone Rogers was like a cute little thing we used to do to show kind of behind the scenes. A lot of it's like hiking or out with the dogs, but we do show a lot of like the store progression over time. And you can see where we've come from with just a tiny, tiny shelf with a little bit of magic products to slowly upgrading to where we're at today. Some of you wanted to see a little more tour of the there's my knife, of something we did. This is our last project we did, is really wanted to upgrade kind of the entrance to make it look a little bit cooler. Eventually we want to get like better carpet too, because this carpet's kind of old and kind of getting gross at this point, but painted the walls to look all dungeony. And you know, we've been here for quite a while. That was from Dominaria. And so I'm not sure how I like kind of this kind of stuff. Probably just want to get rid of it and stick to more of the cooler stuff. But what we end up doing is just putting these suckers into frames that they send off with every magic. We haven't done one for Pokemon for a while, but these are kind of cool as well with the, you know, they change their pictures on here, and then the wall scrolls, and then this is actually like a little mini hallway that goes to another entrance to another room and that we don't use. So we actually had this printed off by the local sign company, and that way, you know, it just looks better, looks more professional. We'll start decorating for Halloween. So if you're on the area too, we will be giving out Halloween Pokemon packs. You can see this is probably our next project. I kind of want to make this hallway a little more enticing to come up. And yeah, so again, kind of this, I don't know, Zach was gonna record a video here, so I'm kind of just talking off the cuff here of what we got going on. Might just be a short video for today. Maybe I'll actually get another type of video out later. We have board game night today too. So yeah, a little bit about us. That's what's thriving here still, is we have Warhammer players that, it's pretty ebb and flow with Warhammer. It gets super, super hot. People will spend a ton of money and then it will just kind of slow down. Same thing with Pokemon. Pokemon's the exact same thing. We'll get 20 kids show up for Pokemon and then get 0 a couple weeks later. So it's just always a grind to try to keep things going with the locals. What we're really looking for too, man, this is kind of what we're kind of bummed about this area is, and this is something that I highly, highly encourage you, if you are just a normie that goes to store and really wants to see your game store successful. There is a lot of work for game store owners to try to, you know, and it should be our responsibility. I'm not trying to pawn this off on other people, but it is really awesome when you get a customer that likes to help organize events and likes to drum up. One of the reasons why our board game group is successful is they all communicate with each other. They all message each other. They all make sure everyone's showing up. And same thing with kind of our little commander group we got going on too. It's the same. Zach is struggling with.
Oh my gosh!
This is all paints.
That's all paints.
So this whole thing's probably paints. Is it heavy? Holy cow! I wasn't even waiting for that. That is heavy paint. Thought I had muscles, but I guess I don't have any muscles.
Yay, our first rack.
But
Now I got nowhere to put it.
yeah, I know. It's hard to figure out where to put the rack.
I'll move my desk around.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, so if you are just a regular at your local game store, it is a huge benefit to the store if you kind of take one of those play groups under your wing and organize it and help the store with that, because that is this whole industry is kind of a dinosaur at this point. It's kind of a dying breed, and the more people involved to really support your store and kind of drum up the play groups, just the desire for people to do play groups and help them and suggest like new formats and new stuff. It makes a world of difference coming from a store owner and someone that used to do that for another store. So take it, if you're not like really happy with the local game store, just kind of like, what are you doing to really get that sort of thing going? Anyway, yeah.
If you guys really want to learn how to paint, this is the easiest way. Seriously,
Speed Paint Most
just go
Wanted
get
set?
speed paints. They're awesome.
I don't know anything
have
about
to
speed
paint.
paints. I do not paint whatsoever.
Should we
You know how I
do you guys
paint?
want us to review products? So,
The way I paint is like, Zach, paint this for me. I'm such a good painter. But there's another thing I wanted to kind of touch on. I'm actually thinking about, we're just using a little iPhone here for this. I don't even know how to look into this camera properly. I think it's like that. Am I on there? Is that good?
Yeah, you're on there. They're on there
So,
perfectly.
and then we're going to get a little mic for this, but I'm thinking about selling off some of this Pokemon here and some of this excess Magic product.
Don't
And
we
just
have
getting
more
a
GoPros?
well, the GoPro kind of sucks for this kind of stuff. That's what I'm saying. GoPro's good for like action stuff. But it's not the greatest for like this vlogging stuff. But my ultimate goal is eventually like next summer or when I get some time. You guys ever watch the channel Bald and Bankrupt? That has been a favorite of mine in a long time. He just goes, used to go to ex-USSR countries and just look for Soviet architecture and just kind of give his opinions on stuff. And he just had the best bubbly personality, and the way he did things was just so cool that I was thinking that that'd be awesome to do for just LGSs. And again, I wouldn't be able to do it often, but just like first for Utah or whatever, you know, traveling places, just to grab a little vlog camera and do a little interview. Because that's I think it's super, why am I getting things thrown at? More Pokemon stuff?
If you guys come by, you can
see this again, the problem. So I'm using multiple distributors for Pokemon, and then I have to take basically what they do with Pokemon is they just like have like a bundled package of stuff. I want the booster boxes. What in the world is this?
Enhanced board game box bands.
Oh, burrito. We were gonna try these out for Garrett, because he was looking at some ways to keep his board games. We'll have to try these out, because one thing is board games, a lot of them just like to flip open and go everywhere, especially when you're traveling with stuff.
Yeah.
So,
hey,
but anyway,
wizards, listen to me. Nobody can read this. It's flashy. It's shiny. Why? Just put it back on the front. Like, great packaging. Thank you for making it smaller. But nobody knows what's in it now.
Yeah.
Like, how can you succeed and fail at the exact same time over and
Wizards.
over again?
They do great things, and then they do this most head-scratching things ever. As I've ranted
What's going on
about stuff, but so
I got new sleeves for you guys. That's literally all we could get. That's the
Legion,
only
I
styles.
don't know what's going on with them. They might be. I don't know.
Well, everybody's being slow.
With used to be a company that was quite
prosperous.
Yeah.
Every few months.
But I'm seeing less and less distributors actually hold Legion products. But anyway, where was I going with this? So,
Zach's distracting you.
yeah, Zach just lost my train of thought big time here with what I was talking about with
going to different stores.
Well, again, that's something I think is.
Are you serious?
I don't want it to go the way of like Radio Shack or Blockbusters or like, again, I get that we're in a different day and age where there's ways to get product for cheaper, and this is the old margins of having 80% markups and the 40% margins and stuff. It's probably not the most feasible thing anymore, unless you're in an area where people just need something now. I get you can go on Amazon and get a better deal, but I will still make the argument that there's a need for game stores. Like, there's a need for them, for these markets to succeed. There's going to be a need for people to actually congregate, play, test, meet. All that kind of stuff is important. And so I think it'd be fun just to go and showcase and kind of get the behind the scenes stories of people, why they open game stores. And I haven't seen really anyone do that on YouTube before. And again, it's just my kind of midlife crisis here, where I'm trying to figure out my role, what's my purpose in life. And for the last 3 years, I went down the road of, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to be Mr. Money, but Mr. Money Mover, that I'm going to buy low, sell high. I'm going to find these deals on the market. I'm going to flip stuff. And then I just realized that everyone and their dog, and there's just like other personalities that are better suited for doing that, where they don't have as big, active lifestyle as me, or things where they can be a lot more content and happy sitting behind a computer and just like doing this all day long. And you don't need a game store to do it. So the thing that used to be like such a big advantage when you have distributors like GTS that don't give a crap if you have a game store or not, a brick and mortar. They just, money talks with them, and they'll just sell everything to people that will do it out of their garage or their basement, and have an even overhead that's even like way less than ours and whatnot. And so it's very, very tough to compete in that sort of environment, because with what's happening with game stores is oftentimes you can't sell everything locally, so you have to try to like recoup costs online. And that used to be the exception to the rule, not the rule, when all these products have been failing. So again, I would just like to give a shout out back to all the game stores, and maybe like go and check out their stories and see if they're up for like little interviews and things like that. So again, I don't want to like commit too much. Like, this is the problem with Kevin. This is the problem with me right here, is I'll have ideas for new projects, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go and do this. This is what's gonna make me happy. This is what I'm gonna really, and then I forget like the things that actually made me successful. So been consistent though with doing these daily shots. So even though this one caught me off guard with Zach just grabbing it, I thought he was doing a TikTok video, but yeah. Anyway, we will get this put together and show you the what it looks like, the completion of this, and we'll see you next time.